There is a big issue that is going on now, and the zoo is already having strange doubts over the history that is about to be made. This very history will really shook the world, and listen attentively as we unleash this very humongous history. The Prime Minister Simon has already signed a weapon agreement with the German machine in retaliation of the 12 Avater fighter jet that was unleashed, helicopter jet that was unleashed by the zoo government. Just like I said earlier, we must be very, very consistent in the things we do. Is never to allow ourselves to be underestimated, because go in and go out, we are marketing the strategies of what is happening. This whole history must be looked into in the proper order. I have said it with full force that we cannot become a whole historical village where our word must be given into redeeming our land. There's a full force that is going to Biafra land, full force from all angles, Nigerian government, United Nations, Germany, many full force that are ready to take down this small land that God has given us. Just like in the olden days, we'll be facing warriors of hungry bingos who want everything that has to do with Biafra land. I must be very honest with you that I take every word personal, because what you people don't understand is that we must stay consistent in what we are doing. Never to look back, never to stop, and never to look at those who wants the truth to be hidden. To fight for Biafra is not an easy thing, because you're using one hand to fight the enemies and you're using the other hand to fight for the Biafrans who do not believe that you're fighting for them. That was the same thing that brought Nnamdi Kanu down to his enemies. The same thing as we speak. We must throw ourselves unexpectedly to these nonchalant demons who have gathered themselves to devour Biafran land. We must not take anything lightly to them. I know what I'm saying. I know how I am saying them. Whatever we do or say, however we do them, let's be guided, because history is about to be made, whether you like it or not. Let's stay guided. Omuchineke. The journey is getting tougher, and unless most of you understand the very energy that we have been preaching, you may never get to understand it again. Because at this era and at this point, everything is now making sense. Everything is now making sense to us. The reason why they don't want Biafra to be free. It is a done deal. A done deal is a what? Done deal. I'm pleased to announce to every Biafran that our progress is now making a lot of sense to those who truly wants to hear our progress. Once again, let me not underestimate the big deals that we have made and things that we have been pushing for too long. Hear me and hear me clearly. Everything is now making more sense, and the sense that is making is becoming more visible. So as we push through the whole resources, we can now understand that words for words, light for light, progressively we are now making it work the way it should. The 2,500 soldiers that the United Nations sent to us have now arrived. They have now touched down Biafra land. And that is just the truth. Everything is now making sense to each and every one of them who thought that we are not going to get here. The honest truth. Everything is now making a lot of sense. And by so doing, we can tell ourselves the truth that we have come to that level where everybody should put their hands together. Let's fight for this nation called Biafra. There's no two ways about it. No two ways about it. It's either Biafra or nothing of Biafra. That's where we are standing now. It's either Biafra or nothing of Biafra. Simple. So they have touched down this thing and they're already taking corners of every border. We're talking about borders, Biafran border, to begin the execution of the plan. The initial plan is to get the 200 DNA and leave Biafra so that after the referendum, things can be conducted in a nice shell. And that's where the game began. So as we put ourselves in a longer shell, not to discriminate what should be discriminated, we'll again understand the main positive effects of what we've got. So as we are fighting through the rules of light and getting in touch from the beginning, let's again equally understand some of the positive ends. Biafra is here to stay. And by so doing, we'll again engage ourselves more knowledgeably, more committedly, and pushing to the right orders. This is the only point we can tell ourselves the truth. One good turn deserves another. And that's where I'm standing. We cannot allow wrong engagement put us behind the shoes of our enemies. It's either Biafra or nothing but Biafra.